what you got, and after I would like to do shots at a party. Shots at a party. Shots at a party. Shots at a party. I would like to do shots at a party.
Alright guys, so before we can do shots at a party, and that's a gentleman by the name of Two Scratch. I urge you to look him up online because he's a really good DJ. We like to have fun here at the Cannabis Hemp Company, Big Dan's Hemporium. It's really late, so I'm being a little goofy, having a little bit of fun. So we've been through a lot of videos now. We've been through orientation, we've been through sales process, we've been through page structure, and we've been through how the training will take place. Those are the 4 videos we've made so far. So now we're going to go to what I like to call the curveball page, and this is more of a training video, and it may take a little bit of time, but it's some of the content and personal attention that I promised you. So this is very good for learning purposes, and it's also pretty basic. So we're going to lower this window, and if you want, everybody, this could be something where we kind of follow along here. If you have time, if you're in front of a computer, if not, don't worry about it. So I want you to go to the website, bigdanshemporium.com, and when you get there, click on the More tab and go to FAQ, Frequently Asked Questions, or what I like to call curveballs, because if people ask you questions that you cannot answer, you can lose the sale. So, we're just going to go through it, guys, in an educational fashion. Not everybody's as advanced, and if you are, that's good. What is CBD? CBD, or cannabidiol, is one of over 85 cannabinoids found in cannabis. CBD is present in more significant quantities in hemp than it is in marijuana. They are both the cannabis sativa plant, okay? And because it's non-psychoactive, unless you take a lot of full spectrum, 100 milligrams or more, CBD is widely regarded to possess incredible health potential, with or without the buzz, because you have the full spectrum with the THC, or you have the broad spectrum with the other cannabinoids, like the ones we mentioned there, and then you have the isolate, which is just CBD, okay? Will Big Dan's Hemporium CBD products make me feel high? Unless they take a $70 dose, the answer is probably not. But yeah, if you take 3 doses of the Beyond Zen and you get 250 milligrams in your body, yeah, you will. So we tell people not to drive on the Beyond Zen, and don't overdo it that. Okay, the 1500 milligram, 1 dropper probably relax you, make you feel great. 1 full dropper, that's about 50 milligrams. But yeah, if you do 2, 3, 4 of those, if they abuse the full spectrum, yeah, it will make them high. But in general, when used responsibly, the answer is absolutely not. No, it doesn't get you high. It gets your body high, but it doesn't get your mind high, okay, unless you're being silly. And most people aren't that crazy. The only guy I know that does that is me, and I usually regret it. Put it to you that way. So Big Dan's Hemporium will not make you high, the product, so they do not get you high. CBD itself is a non-psychoactive. Although meeting the definition of psychoactive, our products contain little to no THC. And I need to fix that because I just noted a typo. Okay, none of them will get you high, we guarantee that. I'm going to fix that typo on the website tomorrow. I'm going to fire my web guy. Alright, will I fail a drug test from using CBD? We can guarantee you will not fail a drug test if you use our isolate and broad spectrum products, as they contain 0 THC. So check it out. On the isolate products like Deep Sleep and Relax and the Tummy Calm, which isn't even on the website, and a few others. And then on the broad spectrum, which in our case is the Zen product, not Beyond Zen, but Zen is our broad spectrum, one of them. We have many, and that is CBD and many other cannabinoids, but no THC. Guys, in those two, in isolate and broad spectrum, it's impossible to get high because there's no THC, and it's impossible to fail a drug test, okay? So yes, we will guarantee it on those 2 products, but for anything full spectrum, okay, that contains THC and CBD, even if it's just a little THC, yes, you can fail a drug test on that, 100% if you take full spectrum. So if you're worried about a drug test, you're in the military, you're in the police, you got a job to drug test, don't do full spectrum. It's that simple. Do broad spectrum or isolate, and you'll be fine. What tests do you run on your products? Each batch of our CBD is third-party tested and guaranteed to be free of contaminants like heavy metal, bacteria, microbial life, mycotoxins, and pesticides. So we run all that over at Confidence Labs in Washington or Botanicor or wherever we want to go. But I like Confidence Labs, even though they're kind of disorganized. So am I, so maybe that's why I like them. What's the difference between hemp oil and CBD oil. The main difference between CBD oil and hemp oil is that hemp oil, not hemp extract, but hemp oil, the hemp oil that's on the market, it does not contain CBD. Hemp oil are made from different parts of the plants and usually just the seeds. When they advertise it on hemp oil, like on Amazon, it's usually hemp seed oil, and it's a scam. So if it doesn't say CBD or hemp extract, be careful of the wording, because you're not going to get a good product. And you sure as hell won't get a lab report. So CBD is a compound found in industrial hemp. We utilize the whole plant and a CO2 extraction that allows us to draw the CBD from plant material and filter out unnatural substances, maximizing the purity. And most of what we use is distillate, which is phenomenal. Again, you can go into depth here. What is the endocannabinoid system? You can't answer this yet, guys. That's like the #1 thing. I'm not even going to go into detail about that, because I could tell you about CB1 and CB2, okay, and CBG and CBN and CBCA and THV, and how it works, and how the receptors are from your toes to your brain, and how it's just like when you take a hydrocodone, you get a certain signal sent to a certain receptor that blocks a certain stimuli, like pain. That's how medications work. It's the same way how this medication works. It works on your receptors, and they're all throughout your body, and the endocannabinoid system functions just like the respiratory system or any of your other systems. It was discovered in the late 90s, and there's a huge science to it, and I need you to learn it, and I need you to memorize it, and I need you to be able to recite it. So I won't talk any more about that, but you must be an expert at the endocannabinoid system, okay? What's the difference between full spectrum CBD and CBD isolate? No THC. And CBD isolate is just the CBD, okay? Sometimes we add terpenes or other things like that to it to enhance it. And custom formulations, like with the deep sleep, you have 5 different terpenes, melatonin and valerian. Everything's organic, natural, GMP certified. Same thing with the broad spectrum, right? Doesn't have the THC. So how fast do I receive my products? Well, on a retail, this doesn't apply to the B2B. You know, it's 2 to 9 business days, usually quicker than that. But on the wholesale, guys, when we're doing that, it's usually, we tell them 3 to 5 weeks, and we try to deliver within 3, so we blow their expectations out of the water. With COVID, shipping can be slowed, so, you know, you truly never know. So in your sales process, you know, people are going to try to throw you curveballs. It could be one of these questions that are up here, or I mean, the factoids, or not. You know, is it like, my mother has cannabis hyperemesis syndrome, okay, and that can kill people. Can she take CBD? The short answer on that is no. Okay, now if you don't know about that, or maybe she could take isolate, refer to your doctor. Okay, tell them if they're asking a medical question, you say you're going to have to talk to your doctor about that. We can't comment on medical, you know, we can't make medical claims or even think about touching someone with a medical allergy. So we don't even go there because it's illegal to even, you know, to do that. So, you know, if someone's on the phone with you and you know they're a client, like, my mom has cancer, you know, will this help her cancer? Can it cure her cancer? It doesn't cure anything. Even if it does, we never say that it does, because it's illegal to make such claims, even if they're true. You know, you can say on the phone, you know, guys, there's plenty of studies that show CBD slows tumor growth, but I wouldn't jump to say that it cures anything just yet. That's a real dangerous thing to say, especially with people that are terminally ill. But what I will tell you is I sell to many people, including many close friends and family, that have other family members with cancer, and it greatly improves their sleep, their inflammation, and all that. Obviously, we're not targeting cancer patients at all because there's a whole lot of compliance there. But cancer patients buy our stuff because it gives them more comfort. It makes them feel better. So when you want to talk about a medical effect, you word it like this, and you're legally compliant. You don't have to worry about breaking the law. It supports normal levels of anxiety, sleep, inflammation, pain, and overall well-being. Right? It's a state of bliss. So we're cannabis. That's what we do. So that kind of goes over some of the curveballs. And if you get a curveball question that you can't answer, it's the same thing you're going to do when you schedule the follow-ups initially. Hey, guys, or hey, Jim, you know, our CEO likes to meet everybody, and that's a question that falls on a more technical, scientific sense, and he really loves to answer those. And not to mention, he'll also go over the numbers with you. So if I could schedule a follow-up with you here in the next week, sometime in the afternoon or whatever, we figure out that, you know, and you schedule a follow-up, and I'll answer all those questions, because Big Dan doesn't get stumped. And I'm going to stump you 100 times before you pass my test. in terms of the mock sales gig, maybe a couple dozen. I won't destroy you. I'll just stump you a couple dozen times, and we'll go through these curveballs. So don't worry about curveballs, guys. There is a learning curve. Again, these are just my proprietary in-house videos that I'm doing. I do want all of you to click the external links that I will put in after this, so you can learn from everybody in the celebrities, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, Dr. Oz. What does Joe Rogan say? You're going to learn from a bunch of different great sources on the internet, and you're going to put it all together. And then when you're ready to go, we're going to do the mock, and then that's it. It's that simple. So thanks again for your time, and we'll keep them rolling.